Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I'm called to return and do this, to communicate on the spiritual ascension process, the transmutation of energy, the integration of the law of one, the law of love, the reintegration of our divine nature. And I'm going to pull a few cards and sing a song, but I'm going to discuss a few ideas. First, I'm going to do it in two parts. Maybe I'll put both parts today, or maybe I'll put it tomorrow. The first thing I wanted to address is to learn to work in a circle of light. When you meditate, or when you walk on the street or whatever, you imagine this circle of light, and that enclose your energy. When you're a circle of light, no one and nothing can penetrate that light. Anything that penetrates that light has to be in the light, in the realm of the frequency of the light, of the higher light of the Creator, this white light of the Creator. And it is also the idea of dealing with people and putting them in a circle of light. It is your light that circles them into this circle of light, that forces them to recenter to the inner truth that is within themselves, that is love and light. Of course, when you leave them, they will return to their own energy, but it will do them good the time, because sometimes it's really hard to deal with people that are unkind. You know, they are very selfish and unkind, and you have to deal with that, and it's really painful. So it assists them it protects you and assists them to put them in this circle of light. I wanted to apologize to my physical body, for I've been for a long time I abused my physical body, and I still feel that sometimes there is a great deal of stress that I'm experiencing, and sometimes I don't understand the nature of the resistance, the nature of the ego that needs to resist everything that is called fear, that is called doubts, that is called stress, that is called judgment, that is called blame, is attributed to the ego. Why does the ego needs to take so much power within our life? For as we surround all that, we are able to live in a much more free life. I know I'm very close to my power of manifestation. I have to trust the magical potential, and it's just a matter of time. And the Spirit says it is right there, it is coming. And from the higher planes, they're explaining that more and more people are awakening each and every day. So the more people awaken, the more we'll be able to impose that truth of love and light, the unity consciousness that will be able to balance out, and anything that's in discordance, all the selfishness, all the greed, all the manipulation will be visible for all to see, so it can be transmuted. It's not a matter of blaming those who are entrapped in those dark programming, but it's about liberating all this dark energy. Whenever there is difficult moment, you always have the possibility to ask for an external view, for an archangel, an ascended master, or one of your guides, to give you their perspective, that will realign you and remind you of that essential wellness that is part of you. And so that they are here to assist. We have to ask for it. Compassion is always a good thing. We have to develop our love and compassion for others, but also for ourselves. It is essential, even more important, to have compassion for ourselves, to love ourselves, to know ourselves. And so for a long time, when this cycle I'm going through is really difficult, and so I felt like sometimes I'm going back to my original state of spirit, and I say, how did I ever choose to come into this dark matrix? It's like, it's completely insane. Why did I volunteer to be here? It's like, but Spirit says it is only temporary. Everything I will be free at the end of the program. And they reminded me that we experienced the samsara before we even integrated the universe, and those who are going through the process before me. So to see if we wanted to integrate, gave me a thumbs up. So it was at the end of the process, everything is well. There is a great deal of benefit in going through this process of samsara. For the ego, it's our emotion and desire that drives our life, and sometimes we are driven by negative emotion. So we have to focus as much as possible to the power of positive emotion in order to manifest the magic that we are seeking, the miracle that we seek. And so and not to be yet sometimes we are subject to contrastive emotions. So it is a matter of breathing out all the stress, breathing out all the tension. What we seek is to connect to the divine mind, to the cosmic mind, for it is God. It is. Once we are there, we all know there will be no more question, for we will be there. So it is really what we seek to achieve. We came here for that. Is to achieve that. Is to connect to the divine mind, to us and our souls. The soul is connected to the divine mind. That's how it is able to do all this and provide all those experiences that we have here on this earth. I'm going to pull 10 cards from the Dakini. So the situation is the emperor, it is the hot seat, it is the seat of responsibility, is to be within our power, to be seated within our I am presence, And so this is really what the process, we have to trust that God is working as we follow the inner guidance. God day by day is aligning us with this potential. The forces that go around this situation is the opposite. It is the ego, it is the ally, it is the devil, it is the law, it is the false self, it is the illusion. So we have to understand the nature. It is not easy to understand the nature of the resistance towards the light, towards the highest good, towards freedom and liberation. But we have to deal with those two parts until they are fully integrated. What we see before us is temptation. It is an open door. It is an invitation. I will let you interpret anything beyond that. I'm just giving brief. What we have in our subconscious is our past is the guardian. The guardian is the protector, but is also a mystical experience. Where we are now is the white lady, the mother of pearl. It means there is not that much. There could be. There is great. We are within the suffering and pessimism. There is great experiences that are being by allowing this to pass through that, we are eliminating all these dark aspects. What we see in the near future is Shakti, the tree spirit. So there will be growth, there will be a stability, there will be, trees are universal beings, they are connected to the universe in a deepest, on a deep level. What we see, what we are in this situation, our strength is purification, it's puja, it is the purification bath. It's about blending this energy, creating this internal alchemistry. What comes to us from the outside world is mean and heavy, it is the world of unkindness, and so we have to be careful not to become like that, to not reflect that, to be gentle and polite with all the people that are not gentle, that are not polite. What we see in our inner emotion, it is the tower, it is the Holocaust. Everything is being changed and shifted, and the outcome will be cutting through. We're going to be able to use this power, this power of the Excalibur, the white light, the blue light of the Creator, the Archangel, the sword of the Archangel Michael, to cut through things, to cut through, whether it is within ourselves or within others. It is a gentle cut, but we have to cut all the cords that connects us, that make us dependent to any and all things, so we can be free, even to the good things in our life. We have to cut out all the cords that connects us to connects us even to good people, so they can be free. There should be no codependence. We have to free ourselves for everything that needs to be there is being held in frequency by our soul and spirit. So we have to trust that and let go of all, to cut out all whether it is above, below, to the right, to the left, in front, behind, within, without. We have to cut, to ask an archangel. We ask the Archangel Michael to come with his swords and cut out all of those. And so everything, all the judgment that other people have ever made to us are returned to them. All those judgments do not, and so we can find this freedom and return to this circle of light. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to make a second part. The painting behind me is, the painting here is called Transmutation. It is like going beyond the star, where the star field are dissolving. This painting is about the light body. I made only one of them so far on canvas. I made many on paper, so hopefully I'm going to be able to move into my project, and I want to reserve some of those major paintings for museums or major collectors. They will be, I will sell them for quite a lot of money, but the smaller work, there was works on paper so people that have, they're beautiful pieces as well, that will be everybody will be able to acquire some of those minor or even major or minor pieces, depending on their commitment and interest. But all those subjects, those archetypal subjects, I'm going to continue to investigate and develop through my art. And this is called the light body. It says Tree of Life number 1, and it says the crystal earth. Then it raises, ascends into the sun, with the etheric Father Sun and the etheric Mother Sun. Then above there is the Midway Station, above there is the Pleiades with Arcturus and Antares. Then above there is Sirius, and then above there is the galactic center with the Omega Father Galaxy and the Alpha Mother Galaxy, and then the Omni-Galactic Source above. This one is really nice. I was gonna change the color of the background, but I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It looks like all those spheres are on fire. Really, really nice. And this is a small painting from that series I Am That I Am. So it's from 2013 to 2017. It's a small painting. Small paintings are really hard to do, to make really, really powerful piece on small paintings. Of course, the small paintings will be really nicely framed. They're very important. They will be framed eventually. Here it is a little person that's like here on the bottom, a little person, and it says here and now. is signed and dated here, and it's like he's trying to escape the here and now of the time and space to move into, for it is like this great pyramid of light with the Paradise Trinity on above and with the horizon line here, and it says I am, and it says I am that I am below. But here there is like a sinking into lower frequency, and there is like all this snow around, and then there is the stars above. It's a beautiful little piece. I like it. I like my work, otherwise I would change it if I didn't like it. I'm going to finish with a song that speaks about waking up one day, and it is a great life becomes celebration, so everything is about the celebration of life. I'm hoping very soon I'm going to wake up one morning and life is going to be just a fountain of joy each and every day, and so it is, and the Spirit is talking to me about that. I still have little things to work on, a little resistance that I'm working on, and God says that they will be removed years ago, and that's just being a bit impatient. So it's a song, it goes like this. Tiens, tout a changé ce matin, je n'y comprends rien, c'est la fête, la fête. Jeunes et vieux, grands et petits, on est tous amis, c'est la fête, la fête. C'est comme un grand coup de soleil, un vent de folie, rien n'est plus pareil aujourd'hui. Le monde est mort et enterré, a ressuscité, on peut respirer, c'est la fête, la fête. Plus de bruit, plus de fumée, puisqu'on va tous à pied, c'est la fête, la fête. Le pain et le vin sont gratuits, et les fleurs aussi, c'est la fête, la fête. C'est comme un grand coup de soleil, un vent de folie, rien n'est plus pareil aujourd'hui. Depuis le temps qu'on en rêvait et qu'on en crevait, elle est arrivée, c'est la fête, la fête. Venez danser dans les rues, ce n'est plus défendu, c'est la fête, la fête. En vérité, je vous le dis, c'est le paradis, et le paradis, c'est la fête, la fête. C'est comme un grand coup de soleil, un vent de folie, rien n'est plus pareil aujourd'hui. On a les yeux écarquillés sur la liberté, et la liberté, c'est la fête, la fête. It's this great song about freedom, about liberation, this day of liberation that is before us. So we pray each and every day that God will liberate us, liberate the planet. For I know in my project the whole world will join in and we'll find this freedom together. For it is until the whole world is free, we won't find total freedom until the whole world is free. Once we discover that freedom, we'll discover that there is more work that will be needed on other planets to free the galaxy and to free the universe. So, but eventually everything will merge into the one. All the ones will become one. And so the message for the day for the Arkash is spirituality and religion. This is tuning into this light, to be only light, to focus on the light and to become one with the light, to return to that oneness, that inner nature that is love and light. I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a blessed day, and I'll thank you very much. Namaste.